Okay, everybody. So, okay. Now, tonight we're going to be, going over a couple of things that I want to talk to you about. Some very, very, very urgent and very vital information that you all need to hear. And I know this is going to sound very, very sudden to most of you, and it was to me, but it will commence, it will go on tomorrow. Now, I was sitting at my desk and I decided to go check the mail. So I went to the mailbox and lo and behold, I received a letter, a little invitational. It was a request from a Labembe friend of mine, Julia Eskinwall. And as the leader of the Mentons and the one who, originally invented it, originally created it, the queen of all the Mentons, and her husband, Jonathan Eskinwall, or Jonathan Sunday, or as she called him, Pyle Sunday, she sent me a letter telling me that a couple other Mentons, so her Menton, and she also said Mrs. Belbuck's Menton, but additionally, it did say down at the bottom, Groweth Belbuck, Shoop, Tenson, Thing, Trips, you name it. So, almost all of the Mentons and all of the Menton leaders are going to be expecting to see and are going to be thrilled. And it's going to be a real pleasure for them, a real honor for them to witness and experience the dancers from the ALDC, Abbey Lee Dance Company, from Dance Moms, Chloe, Maddie McKenzie, Brooke Page, Nia. All of them are going to be putting on a show, a dancing display for a trip to Grampy Mill Sales tomorrow. Now, doesn't that sound really fun and like a one-in-a-kind opportunity? Doesn't that sound exciting? Doesn't that sound amazing? But the thing is, it's really, really sudden. However, Julia Eskinwall has already made plans, and I hate to waste it. I really hate to waste it because, she knows all about what every, Menton is doing. I know what about every Menton is doing. We're very, very centralized, and we're very connected. I have had a lot of meetings with her over at the Menton headquarters. I've been talking to her and all the other Labembes and those staff and their individuals and their guests on the phones through Zoom meetings. I met them, over at the town hall over at the headquarters, and we've talked, and I've talked to them about what's going on at the Menton right now. All the concerts we're doing, how we're going astrological, same as every other Menton. The guests I've been having, Kathy's concert, there were a lot of people for that concert, and Jill's concert as well, which was most of the Labembes and students and staff and guests of all of those Mentons at those two concerts. So they know who I'm bringing in and who I'm celebrating. All of their customs and custom resemblances, all of the songs. They've seen the show. They actually know all of you important. When you were at the, what's it called? Oh, I remember. At the, Menton headquarters for the tourist, tourist season show and tell day, and especially when you went to the little room where you where you sold your objects, where there was those Lawrence Welk people, you got to know a lot of individuals. You got to know Julie Eskinwell, everybody else at Dormenton, got to know all the other Levimbys and everyone else at Dormenton. So it was a lot of people, a lot of connections. I really, really hope that you talked and really, took advantage of this opportunity and, got to know new people. Getting to know new people is really, really important. You can do that with the germ killers now. And so I really, really hope that that was a fun and that was a very, very mind and, maybe even heart opening, new, really memorable and treasureful experience for you at the at the mentioned headquarters that day. And so you probably, word probably got across what we've been doing, everyone's aware because of, everything else, of all the connections, huge relationships that I have, and how often we meet with all of, Julie Eskinwell, other Levimbys, everybody else, and word got across, and they just decided that they have opened up their minds and hearts to dance, and they want to see the talent. They want to see and witness the experience of seeing professional, beautiful, and elegant, well-trained, and just amazing real dance. Again, real talent. And so they have decided that that they wanted to surprise me for an opportunity, and it's not that I don't take it well and think. I think it's really excellent of them to take the initiative and think of me and think of what would interest me and what would excite me, and clearly all of you as well. Julie Eskinwell has already gone in and made plans, so, I told her, she said she couldn't change anything. So everyone will be meeting tomorrow at about 1 o'clock, okay? And I know that it is sudden. I know I'm telling all of this information right now, but let me just say it again, that this is how this Edmonton works. Things happen. New plans are made all the time, even in the middle of like a whole bunch of stuff going on. Okay? It is dysfunctional. It is unpredictable. It is fun. It is varied. It is original. Innovative. It's Aquarius. Straight out of the box. So things can happen really all of a sudden in short notice. But that is what makes this Edmonton so one of its kind and so just amazingly unique and interesting, fascinating. So, and that's really what's bringing people back, is that it changes every day. Well, mostly every day. I try to ground myself down and I try to get into a constructive, routine and, tell you how it's all going to work. I might make it abundantly clear how it's going to happen, but you never know, because it might go out of the box. I might add something in. It might change, might postpone things, might push things back. You never know. Things just happen out of the blue, and it goes off my plan. So I might plan on things, but as I said, I'm spontaneous. I might make it crystal clear, but just expect that I might be wasting my energy and wasting my breath because I have ideas that just pop up that are just so important and so huge and fantastical that, just get used to it. I didn't want to hear any complaining about it. I didn't want to hear any criticisms about how it's overwhelming, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Focus on the positives. Actually think how exciting and how big and how much of an experience this will be. So, I have a reputation to uphold. Don't humiliate it. Don't embarrass it. This is really, really huge for me and all of you guys. Okay, and I really want you to, represent me in this mention well, just like all of you who represent Abby Lee. Same way. Okay? What's gonna happen is we're going to be heading to Grumpy Mill Sales. They're all going to be there. And you know the drill of how it works. They set up different setups. One time they did Frozen 2. Another time they did a medieval scene. Where they make it 3D in real life, where they themselves take all the time and effort and energy to hire professionals, professional designers, professional, creators and builders to construct all of those things. And also animators and tech people to come in. And artists as well. Artists of all kinds. Painters, quilters, 3D model, designers, all those types of people. So they hire those individuals, and then they hire people, or they have little tech robots. Or people that they design or that they hire to either being programmed to do something, design that way, or they're told and they'll given the script, and they have a job to act out for the customers, to entertain, to again be unique and funny and interesting. So they do that as a job, but there will be none of those individuals from who actually work at the Grumpy Mill Sales this time. There will be the dancers of the ALDC performing well-known, well-practiced, very, very famous, and solos that they feel passionate about, that they love, that they have an interest in, that make them famous. So, that's what they'll be doing. They will be doing the one group piece that made them famous, that was most successful out of all of the seasons and all of the groups that they've done. I know that you found it, and I said I wanted to be a surprise, so I can't wait. I know that's going to be phenomenal. I know that the talent and the choreography, unique and innovative as it is, and the emotion expressed through it all, I can't wait. And everybody else cannot wait to see with their own eyes, because their mind is hungry. Their mind is excited and passionate and hungry for seeing, dancing, talent, and to actually feel what it feels like to dance. Now, I never tried doing it. I didn't know if I, really have the talent of dancing. I could try doing the turns, but I could never do the, like the little, flip, back flipping or everything. But I tried it. I tried it once. I tried it, actually several times. I found it quite enjoyable. And there's a couple things that I tried and I just couldn't do because, most don't have these unique, fantastical, amazing abilities that these dancers do. And I commend them. I commend all of you on your efforts, your all of your talent. I really think that as much as you're relishing it, as much as you are taking advantage and using, and really performing that talent, then my advice is to go for it, to use it, love it while you have it, because we get older. Our bodies change. So, it's just amazing. It's just phenomenal. And when I watch the Dance Moms, I don't sit in the audience. I don't raise the ALDC like Abby does. I don't train them. I don't teach them. I don't choreograph them. I don't travel, and I'm not with them. With that kind of experience, that relationship with Abby and all of them, and the moms, it looks like a roller coaster. Those ups, exciting high moments, and then drama, which are high and excitable and crazy in the negatives. And so, let's see what else. I can't wait for the solo concert they're going to all be performing, because I'm sure that it is just going to be absolutely phenomenal. Again, phenomenal. Can't say that word. But excellent. You all have such great, wonderful, wonderful talent. It's amazing. And everybody knows about it. They want to see it. That's what being a celebrity is about. Put on the spot. People want to get to know who you are. See what you have to offer. See your talents. See your career. Experience it for themselves. And that is what all of the Minton, all of those Labimbis, all of every guest, staff member, student, everybody is going to witness. However, when you're watching the Dance Moms, it's not really about the dance as it is the pressure, the drama, the demands, the tough, the mean, the having to get first place, having to work and having to win, the fun, the joy, the passion, and the excitement. It's just taken out of it. All that stuff, taken out of it. Looks like quite a bit of the time. There'll be none of that. There will be none of that. Absolutely none of it. I had to talk, with you earlier about, how you treat people is, not right, and, this and that. And, I told you all the information that, I don't want to say again, because you know it all. But I think that you should know better as an adult to treat people better, more respectfully, kinder, empathy. All the stuff that I said to you before. So there'll be none of that. There'll be none of that, because when all of you go and perform, you are performing because you want to. Put your heart and mind into it. Because if you do put those two things, you can do anything. Passion, excitement, thrill of that feeling about dancing. Own the stage. And as you say, dance like the last time you said we're gonna dance. Because that's exactly what they're looking for. No pressure, but they're not looking for anything less or any disappointment or anything wrong or negative, but they're not like that, right? Because me and my mentions have never seen real talent that I've never seen in front of my eyes ever that I can even remember. I just want to bring back that a long time ago, in the fall, I believe it was, of 2012, way back. I remember Julia Eskenwall was very, very interested in the Nutcracker, of which that will be Chloe's solo and also solo performance, and then with background dancers and everything. That will be the performance for that. But she was interested in the Nutcracker. And it was the moment when she went out of the auditorium after witnessing the dancing, after witnessing the play and the story and the action, the drama, the talent of all of it. She went out, and they were all there. They were all there, dressed in costume. They were all outside, dressed in their costume. That beloved moment of not seeing them clearly on stage, seeing them blurry. The lighting of it all. How you're seeing, how they look with light shining on stage. Unrealistic. And do I have to compare it tonight at the museum? I don't know. But we don't feel those beloved interests and those beautiful, spectacular, nostalgic moments. Indulgent moments. And maybe nostalgic too, but we don't feel those excellent moments when we watch the Dance Moms, because it's a completely new thing. It's just about, and it shows more into the dancers' real life, and we actually see whole different picture, rather than just seeing them just on stage and then feeling those incredible, beloved feelings. Wowed by their performance, touched, lifted up by the performance. Do not forget, do not overlook the music, because that is, music makes or breaks. The music adds an incredibly, incredibly important part. If there wasn't the music, then we have to think about it, still be beloved. But music is only part of it. And I've really never looked at feeling towards the dancers that way, in in that feeling, those feelings that motivate me. Crush, in love type of feeling. Beloved, wowed, touched, things I said before. We don't feel those feelings because the show simply doesn't look at it that way. It's about having to it, and the work, and the time, and the energy, and the focus that we see, and the treatment that you give them with unveiled, disrespectful, pressure, having to win, demands, all that kind of stuff. We see the real life picture of it. And we don't see that. It does not focus on the dance, and it doesn't in a good light. In a light that we can really focus and put so much effort and interest in, because it's just a background thing. They just show some of the rehearsing, and then they just show the performance on stage like it's whatever. And the week's just same old, pyramid, rehearsing, drama, competition, dressing room, more drama, solos, group piece, trio or duet, trio and duet maybe, awards, back to the dressing room before that, come back, more drama. It does not focus on the dancing. It doesn't put a big deal on it. And again, we feel sorry. We feel ashamed of and sad and hurt for all the mothers and all of the dancers. A couple of things that come to mind is that when we have rehearsing, it's such a beloved moment, which we don't see. A beloved, charming, and beautiful moment. And when I say this, just know that I have all sympathy. But the moment when, in addition to what they're doing, we see the emotion. We see the facial expression, and in real life situations, we see them cry and break down. Now, in a good way, for good, happy, joyful, ecstatic, low way, sad, depressed, low self-esteem, mad, hurt, whatever. But I think that you get the case in point. So, they will be learning solos. They will be performing the solos. You did another show, Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition. Because they balance out the dancing with, the drama. They focus more on it. So everyone will be gathered there. Everyone will be super excited. They will be there. They will be ready to witness, ready to experience and have fun and be charmed by, and beautiful work of just very detailed and aesthetic art of the of the acting, of the drama, of the choreography, of that going with the song, its meaning, its themes, its messages, the songs and the dancing story. So everybody, that's all I wanted to tell you about tonight, and I want you all to go to bed, and tomorrow morning, of which solos that you all know very, very well, that you've done 1,000 times in the past, and you're all professional dancers, you'll be reviewing and doing choreography in the morning. I'm not sure about what times. I hope that you all had a fabulous and very, very relaxing, very, informal, pretty chill day of break. Because I just wanted to break from teaching songs, teaching music, teaching, all sorts of different lessons. Um, I did it day on end, and I was just kind of getting tired of it. I was getting mentally exhausted, and I was doing other things. So I think that you need to break, because you've been working really, really hard on, practicing your solos and singing your songs and everything like that. And I decided out of all the days, I didn't want to teach. I didn't want to come and talk to you like I've been doing. I needed a break. I needed a day of my own enjoyment, my own choice, and pleasure, really. And I think that we all needed it with so much going on. We have 3 concerts. We have, Gemini season, everything. And, but I can only look forward. I can only look forward tomorrow. Because I hope that you're all getting very, very excited. And I hope that you all find time to wind down tonight and sleep very, very well. Because the thing about it, when there's something really big and important, sometimes, nervous and stressful thing happening the next day, you're going on a new vacation, you're going to see a performance, you're going to a dentist appointment, whatever it is, then you need a good night's sleep not to be wound up by it. Good, bad, or neutral excitement. So, that's what you're all going to be doing. And right now I'm going to be having the dancers and Abby go into the big room that they were in and scratch the surface of the choreography, and just review that just a little bit. Kind of get into it. More practice makes more perfect. You need to be willing to put the time and energy and effort. And obviously, because I know that you all, and